morning, cadre. Long time no read. My goal would be, once this is posted, the cadre is back up and running, but for several days now the website's been down. They're doing some major upgrades before the year anniversary for the cadre. So we've been kind of hanging in the wind, waiting for the return. So, but we keep checking. So I'm assuming I won't be that lucky and it won't be up within the next half hour, but this video will. Anyway, Saturday, getting close to noon, lazy day today. And on a very special Nurse Dave's Shaving World. Remember that back in the day? They on a very special edition of, what would it be, Growing Pains, and it was always some episode where somebody's friend got caught up in drugs or alcohol, and it was a very special. Anyway, special in terms of almost everything I'm using will be new to me, all used stuff. I bought a lot, not a lot of, but one lot of shaving stuff. So we'll be using Colonia soap. First time for me. This is one of the collaborations between Asylum and SV. Not sure if I'm into the scent. I'm getting a lot of I didn't look up the scent notes, and it's not important to me because I've already gotten it. Just thought it was a deal on everything that I got, so instead of picking and choosing, I just took it all. I'm assuming it's like a green vetiver or something, because I'm getting a lot of thistly, maybe reedy, what am I thinking of? Weed, like green weeds, that kind of a scent. That's really not one that I'm into. So I don't know how often I'll be using this. Maybe if I hit just the right aftershave or mood or whatever, but anyway, you never know till you try. Sorry, I should have shown you the brush. This is one of the things that was, so the soap was in the lot. This is a new Paladin to me. It's a Sherlock handle. And I think this is Harlequin, is that right? The color, it's all kind of, there you go. You can see a little bit of the color in the handle there. And new to me razor, the Feather SS, like Kamasori style. The blade is not new. I found out I didn't have any more brand new Feather Pro Guard blades. I almost put a Pro in there and I thought, well, that's not too cool. It was a little aggressive for me with the Asylum RX razor. So I didn't want to try a new razor, maybe new techniques with the blade that could be too aggressive. So I took this one out of my Feather SS and put it in here. So this is the fourth shave on this guy. But other than that, everything else is new to me. First time shaving with this thing, just because I'm here for your entertainment. If I wanted high production value, I'd have practiced with this for a week and then shown you. Before I put the blade in, I was kind of trying to figure out the strokes. You know, because the reason I got this is the Feather SS, which holds the same blade. You just get the handle here. I shave with like this, but then when I'm doing the second pass on the neck, I straighten it out, because when I do like this, and there's no space for the handle, you're either hitting your cheek or hitting your body or whatever, so I just straighten the whole thing out. So I thought, well, this seems like it'd be much easier. The handle's not in the way. You can still kind of hold it. You don't get the control, you know, with an extra piece to put your fingers around. But doing everything else, there's less equipment to deal with. But I realized quickly, just practicing, that you can, there's more maybe options with this, because you can shave this way, which is how I would do with the folding one. And this is how I do with the folding one, but with this, you can hold it by the end. And this seems like it would just, yes, they say you should, if you're doing straight razor type technique, you should use both hands, get used to that, but this seems like it's much easier. or allows you more easily to use your dominant hand. Anyway, so we'll learn together, shall we? So here we go. Well, this should be just as interfering as the SS, but it's kind of... So I'm trying to think. Yeah, this is how I would, because you would have the handle up here. And I'm kind of assuming, since the strokes should be very similar, that the outcome of the shave will be pretty much the same. So now let's see. So this is the offhand. So, and that feels pretty much as it would with the folding style. I'm going to just try. Yeah, since I'm used to doing it this way, this feels more natural to me. I think I'm putting a little bit of pressure on there because I'm thinking about many things all at the same time. So it would take a few shaves just to get a little bit lighter touch. So we'll see. I'm kind of just getting through this first pass because the second pass is what I'm more curious about. Just trying to think. It's kind of weird. With the forms being down, just being kind of out of touch. I mean, a lot of us don't just post our shaves on there, but we're talking about all sorts of things. Some more than others, some are there just for the shaving, but the guys that kind of use it as just a social hangout and get to know each other pretty well and what's going on with ourselves and our families and that kind of stuff. So it's been kind of weird just to be completely cut off. We do have a Facebook group you can join, but some of the members aren't really into Facebook, and I think, I don't know if I speak for everybody else, but we're just, instead of mentally switching over to Facebook, we're just hoping that the site comes up sooner than later. I'm kind of assuming it would be this weekend, but so right now holding the razor like this, I'm missing having a little bit more control over it actually. So this week for me, the weather here has been just atypical, as I think it has been for a lot of the country. Will be very gray and off and on wet and a lot. I don't know if we're a lot cooler than normal, but I can't remember it being. I'm not going to dare say we're cold when you see what's happening in the rest of the country, but cooler than we usually are for, I think, longer than we usually have been. But then where we live at night, when the wind picks up and the starts. And I think probably every night for a week you can really hear it howling out there. Luckily last time all that happened, it knocked down our old shed. My new shed's been rock steady, so I'm just happy about that. So I don't know. I was kind of hoping this razor might feel kind of revolutionary and oh my gosh, it's so much easier. But it's just different. So I don't know if it's easier. I mean, you don't have to move the angle around to the handle, but it really doesn't take that long. I'm just used to the balance of the folding version. So I don't know if I'm going to actually like this better or not, or it's just going to take some getting used to. So anyway, it's been it feels like a busy week. I guess not a lot of big housework going on, so that's nice for me. Some changes at my job, if you follow in my journal. You hear a little bit about that. I don't want to say too much because right now all the changes are kind of temporary, but potential for advancement on the horizon. Okay, I gotta think of what I'm doing now because I'm not used to holding this. It's not up. Maybe it'd be easier to do that, but I'll stick with the passes I do with the folding version. And we took the kids to a show Thursday night. I'm trying to remember the name of them. If you watch the show, you'll remember it's a husband and wife team that kind of got a little, looks like a weeper there. This seems awkward. Anyway, a husband and wife team that I'll call them magicians, but they're known for like the mind reading and all that kind of stuff that, you know, they can go into the audience and pick things out of somebody's purse, and one person's blindfolded and they can tell you what it is, or, you know, that type of a thing. Anyway, kids really liked it when they were on TV, and they came not too far from us, about an hour away, so we took them there. The kids got a picture with them and all that, so that was pretty cool. It's kind of neat. I didn't watch America's Got Talent for many of the seasons, and then I realized there is some pretty good talent on there. So this is the second act that we've gone to. Mandy Harvey, we also took the girls to go see. She was a deaf singer. She was a singer, lost her hearing, and now sings by feeling the vibrations of the music. So I don't know, yeah, this is, like I said, not revolutionary for me. I think the results are pretty, let's check this out. Actually, it's much better here on this side than I normally get with the SS. So we're at BBS, right? Yeah. Depends how much I push and how much I want to dig. If I'm just gliding over loosely, I call that BBS. Maybe both sides. So we'll see, maybe when I'm not recording I can pay a little bit more attention to it. Maybe this is a little easier to use and it's just getting used to the balance. A little bit lighter. Don't like the color, I'm not a green person. Originally I almost didn't buy it because it was green, and I thought that's silly to end up buying new, paying more money. Just won't be up on display. Alright, there we go. So let's check this out. I'm feeling like I'm gonna be stung up a bit there on the neck. Well, little bit, not bad. All in all, a good shave, just different. It's been a long time since I've had a new something other than a DE. DEs, it seems like, maybe that's why it feels so different. You know, you get new DEs and your strokes, at least for me, your strokes are the same. It's just a matter of finding the right, sometimes the right setting or the right blade razor combination or what have you. But since this is an open blade and a different physical shape and all that, then it does require a little bit more adjusting, I think, than just getting a new DE. So there we go, I'll show you. Let me get the alum off and I'll show you that brush. So I wasn't planning on getting another Paladin. I want to work with Eric Sorrentino through the Cadre to get a few more brushes of his. But I know right now he's busy. We're doing a 1-year anniversary. The Cadre, Eric, is making us a 1-year anniversary brush, and he's busy making a ton of those and should be close to done. But so here you go. It's a fan knot. You can again see the sparkles. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to judge or rank. I think my favorite brush is still the SV. This guy. When you want soft luxury feel, it's this. I think the Paladin have a little bit more backbone. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like this is floppy. I think that there's just so much more to it. Maybe the tips are softer. So I view that as the most luxurious, although I only have one. So that's gonna have to go into my birthday or Christmas list. I think gonna have to get another one of these guys. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. We can't go on the forums, so you know what are we at? We're not even at 20 minutes. Relax, sit down. You know, don't be reaching for that pause button yet. Anyway, I think the Paladins are however you want to turn it, not quite as giving on the tops. I think the backbone maybe is the same between the two, but a little bit more scritch. Nice brushes though. Anyway, I was starting to say the Sorrentinos, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 by Eric, and now 1, 2, 3. I thought I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 of these, so we're equal. Okay, we'll be okay. I was worried that we're getting more Paladins than Sorrentino. I want Sorrentino to rule the den. So once the anniversary brush comes out, that'll be 5 by Eric. So we'll be keeping the balance tip toward the Cadre member. Anyway, whoops. There's lemon. Not there's lemon, Dave. I guess there's lemon, but there, see? There's lemon. You know, I have to banter with myself. We don't have the forums. We can't do the back and forth and the little fun jabs. And anyway, yeah, my wife is not happy either. She said, now that the forums are down, you're on playing Red Dead Redemption more. Not that much more. A little bit more. Kids are gone. I wake up early. That's my game time. Anyway, thank you for sharing with me. Let's get those 4-ups up and running, and I'll see you back on them.